Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting and close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant. How aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, BA, you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that.
And, of course, MP has made it known he expects an all-star nod this season. And any matchup that challenges his spot, he's going to take very seriously.
Well, how can you not be impressed by MP's performance lately after he sort of called himself out, claiming that he needed to elevate his game? For him, it's not just about being an all-star. It's about being the best in the conference at his position. Now, you can see the fire he's playing with. He's flat out destroying his competition. The only question now is, can he keep it going?
Here are the starters for Houston. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Shepard is out there with Green, and it's Thompson in at the small forward position. Here's Shepard. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Thompson. 10 points in his last outing. And here's Green from the arc. Gets the three to fall.
Whenever the opponent makes a three, it feels like Jalen's got that mindset that he wants to answer.
Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers. Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he posted away, you knew what was on his mind.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Pass to Smith. Here's Thompson. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Thompson's got his second basket on the night.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Towns can't get it to go.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Here's the pick. Down low. Knocks it loose. To the middle. Here's Şengün. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Murray's checked in for the Rockets. And now a look at the toughest defenses around the league. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Well, you look at how they dominated at the defensive end. They're good on the ball, they're good in help, and they get back in transition.
Here's Cox. Green covering. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game. And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Murray. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Outside, Green. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Pass to Dillingham. Here's Cox, defended by Thompson. Fires, high post. Smith with the rebound.
Normally he drains that.
The Rockets lead by 7. And one guy who's just scratching the surface of his potential, Jabari Smith.
Yeah, he's still very young, still gaining strength. But his upside on both ends is enormous.
Now here's Thompson. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. On the wing, Murray. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Green's got 6.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Cox, the pass to DeRozan, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Shot the inbound. And that one's good.
A nice dish by Gobert. With his height, he can see over the whole defense.
And here's Murray. Still without a bucket. To the inside. With the fadeaway. And there's Şengün on the assist by Murray.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Here's Cox. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
And so Murray will bring it up for the Rockets. They defeated Utah in their last game.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the paint there.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Şengün has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly...
He wants to review the game plan. And the league has cut down on back-to-backs, but some pushback for a surprising reason. Richard, teams need multiple days off in order to practice.
Yeah, that's right. With only 1 day off between games, teams don't usually practice on those off days. It's not as simple as it looks.
Throws it down despite a man right in his face. Opportunity here to make it a three-point play.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Reed's checked in for Minnesota. And a change for the Rockets. Smith's checked in. Cat in at power forward with Reed at center. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Goose in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Well, Goose in their last matchup against the Trailblazers was a man on a mission. He finished with 30 points, and not only was he terrific offensively, he also made an impact on defense. A statement game from him where he took his play to the next level. What's he have in store for us tonight, guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Here's Diabate. Oh, and Reed with a block. And he's able to get it back. The shot by Diabate, no good.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Here's Cox. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. All right, let's bring up a leaderboard. Shooting guards leading the way in steals over the past 10 games. Amen Thompson, 4th.
And those steals haven't come just by accident. They've got to improve the effort they're willing to expend on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, the kind of active defense these guys play require a lot of stamina, and they don't have an off switch. It's all effort all the time.
DeRozan is checked in for the Timberwolves. Dillingham comes in for Simmons. And they pick up 2.
And how do you guard this? It's hard to stop the turnaround J when it's done like that.
And here's Shepard for 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
DeRozan, left side, goes up on the baseline. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. DeRozan's got 5.
This is where DeRozan makes his living, such an excellent mid-range shooter.
And here's Shepard for 3. Houston, another 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Minnesota. Williams is checked in for the Rockets. Green comes in for Murray. Gobert passes to Cox. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that tug.
It's Williams, high post. 1:49 left in the second period. Outside for Green. Fires from deep. Reed with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
DeRozan passes to Cox. Picked by Gobert. Lets it go from 11. The putback. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Back comes Houston in transition. And that one's good. Green. Give him 8.
The blinding speed of Green really turns on the Jets in transition. It's impressive to watch.
Here's Cox. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
The Houston Rockets ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back.
I couldn't tell the difference between that second unit and the first. That's how top to bottom together they've been, man.
Yeah. And now here's something that's always interesting. Let's see what the fans are up to on social media. Appreciate you joining us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
So the Rockets 5 now. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Jalen Green is out there with Shepherd. And it's Thompson in at the 3, small forward. That one falls. Smith's got 6.
Yeah, once Smith puts the ball on the floor, he's got good straight-ahead speed.
Here's Cox. Shot from the low post is good.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Shepherd. 10 points for him. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Oh, and Reed with a block. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And he lobs it up. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And this is the chemistry Towns has with his guys. He recognizes when to go for alley-oops. I love it.
Here's Shepherd. To the paint. Green. Oh! Wow! Just incredible!
That is a monster finish. If that doesn't belong in the dunk contest, then I don't know what. That is an impressive finish there by Green.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Allie. Smith passes to Şengün. On the wing, Green. 5 on the clock. Pass to Shepherd. There's the triple. It's hauled in by DeMar DeRozan.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Who poked away? Here's Cox. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.